Top 5 things I learned from my last craft market. Hi friends, welcome back to Crochet with Elena. Today I'm going to be talking about a few more things that I learned from my last craft market that I just did last week. This was my second market that I had ever done. The first one I did it with a friend, and this next one I did it all by myself, of course with some help with family and friends, like setting up and doing that kind of stuff. But the actual crocheting was all myself. So this in-person market that I did, it was outside. It was with a carnival. There was a pool, other vendors. It was a very like summery 4th of July type of market. It wasn't actually on the holiday, but it was on that holiday weekend. Also, fun fact, my birthday is July 4th, so it was a very fun-packed weekend. So I signed up for this market about 2 months ago. I know I had a good amount of time to prepare and get ready because it's not just about making the actual items that you're selling. There is so much more that goes into it, so that's what I'm going to go over today in this video. The first thing that I learned is that do not procrastinate when ordering supplies for your market. Whether it is the yarn and the supplies that you need to actually make the items that you're selling, or it is the other items that you need for the market, such as tablecloths or other storage bins or items that you put on the table to kind of organize everything. It could be other craft supplies or signs that you need for your payment signs or other business cards. Anything that goes into it, you really need to think about it ahead of time, because I was so focused on making the actual products to sell that I kind of put all those other items on the back burner. I was like, oh yeah, I'll worry about that later. Oh, it's not a big deal. I need to focus on crocheting and making this other stuff. And then of course it's the week of, and it is the busiest week of my life because not only is it the market on Saturday, but my birthday is like 2 days before that. And then I have all this other stuff going on in life, and it's like way too much. I was so overwhelmed, and of course I had to leave everything up until the last minute. So it was literally the night before when I was ordering signs to be printed out so I could have labels for like how much stuff costs. I had to create a little logo and stuff for my business cards and for a sign that says, oh, we take cash and credit and whatever else it is. And even setting up my credit card reader, I did that like the day before, and luckily that was pretty quick. Like it was really easy to set up and everything. But again, I'm like, why am I procrastinating on everything? Because I'm just stressing myself out. So tip number 1 is be prepared and think about everything as a whole. Don't just focus on the actual items that you're making. The second thing that I learned is that I don't know anything. Just kidding. No, when I was making all the items to crochet and to sell, I had an idea in my mind of what people are going to want to buy. They're definitely going to want to buy this and this. So I'm going to overproduce and make a bunch of these specific items because those are going to sell the best. Well, in actuality, those ones sold okay. And the other items that I thought were like, oh, these are cute, but they're not like my favorite, and I don't think they're going to sell that great, those ones ended up being the best sellers. So if you think you know what your best sellers are going to be because maybe last time they did great and this time they are going to do just as great, no. You need to make an even amount of items because you really never know what your clientele is going to be like. Maybe some people are going to like certain things more than others. You really just don't know. Better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Now, for me specifically in this market, I had sold a lot of pickles at the last market, so I was like, perfect, I'm gonna make a bunch of those. And I made so many, and now I just have so many left up on my Etsy for adoption, which is great because now I have those in stock. But I didn't realize how much people love cats. People love turtles and octopus. Those were my top 3 sellers at this market. I think every single person that was coming up to the booth, all of them kept looking at the turtles. They were so cute. Oh my gosh, the colors and this and that. I'm like, I mean, they are adorable, but I didn't think they were like that great. It's not something that I personally would have really been drawn to out of everything on the table. So I was very surprised by that. And going forward, I'm gonna make sure to make more turtles and other items and just be more kind of evenly spread out and not just focus on one item. The third thing that I learned is that you need to be prepared for the elements. Now, maybe this is more specific to being at an outdoor market opposed to an indoor, but I guess indoor has its own things to be prepared for. But I was very happy with this market that we brought a tent to put over our table because it was so sunny and so hot that we needed to have that shade because we were out there for like 8 or 9 hours. Even with that, the sun was coming in at an angle and I still got pretty sunburn on my back even though I was under the tent. So I should have come prepared more with either better clothes that covered up more of my back, or I should have worn more sunscreen. This isn't a big deal, but it's just something to make yourself more comfortable, especially when you're out there for so long. Being prepared for the elements, whether it is the clothing that you have, sunscreen, making sure that you have enough water and snacks. Like, it was so hot out there. Very happy to have a big water bottle, and I had extra food and everything like that, but just be prepared with all of those little items so that you're definitely comfortable and you're okay with sitting there for the long amount of time that you're going to be there. Fourth thing that I learned is that it is so helpful to have friends and family there, whether it's just for support or having them be there to help you set up your tables, set up your tent, and then at the end of the day, take things down, carry them to your car. Now, I understand that not everybody maybe has that many people in their life, or maybe they're not available to help you, but if you do have friends and family that are willing to and available at the time of your market, it was really helpful for me to have them there. I don't know if I could have done all of that by myself, so if you are able to have people there for support, I would reach out to them as soon as you can. Make sure that they have that day open for you on their schedule. This goes back to being prepared and not procrastinating till the last minute to ask people and kind of prep for the day. And the fifth thing that I learned is to not have expectations. I guess you could go into it with the thought of hoping for the best, expecting the worst, because you put so much work and time and kind of love into all of the products that you make, everything that you have prepared for the market. There's so much that goes into it behind the scenes that a lot of people maybe don't see. And so it's like leading up to the day, like you're hoping for the best. Oh, I want to sell out of everything. If I could just, make all this money, or just have such a great day of sales. A lot of it can depend on, well, what's the weather like outside? Is there a lot of foot traffic? Are a lot of people showing up? What kind of clientele is there going to be? And even where is your spot at the market? Is it towards the end where maybe not a lot of people walk over there, so you have amazing things, but maybe they just haven't been able to get to you? So there's just a lot of kind of mental load and hope that goes into it. I was very happy with my market results. I think it went very well. I was very happy. Of course, it could have gone worse, it could have gone better, but for this time around, I was really happy with the results. But I think moving forward to future markets, I would like to keep more of a neutral emotional state when it comes towards this type of thing, because I don't want to, get my hopes up and then feel bad, but then not. I don't know. It's a lot of back and forth, at least for me. Some people just go into it and okay, let's just see how the day goes, and then they're kind of okay with however it ends up being. But I think just because for me personally, I've put in so much time and effort and love into all of my crochet items that I make. Overall, it was a really great experience. I would definitely do it again. I've actually been looking into other markets in the area and maybe around me or in the city. I'm not sure where my next one would be. Or wow, look at that. The sun came out again. Now it is so bright. I better finish talking before it goes back behind a cloud. So those are the 5 things that I learned from my past market, and I hope you take those with you. If you have any questions, be sure to put them down below in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.